Alright, we're back with a video that involves the 6-wheel drive ambulance here, the Land Rover Perentie ambulance. It's a windy day, which is making filming hard. We have an air show coming up, and the back of this looks like a bomb's hit it. The other day, whilst I was putting greasy handprints on the fridge, we realised it had overheated, partly because the venting here doesn't really get a great deal between this. So I couldn't fit it with a fan, but we do need a bit of extra storage, so I'm thinking if I lift this up to about the height of the bed with a box under it, solves the cooling issue and also gives us a bit more storage space. So I'm going to quietly measure up and cut some timber, and we will go from there. Alright, now this is normally the sort of stuff I'd plan out and draw a diagram and measure everything up, but I'm using timber scraps, and you know what, at the moment doesn't really matter. I'm just going to wing this. So we're roughly 200 mil high. That's going to be fine. 200, nice round number. We're going to come down 200 on this. We're going to get our square and we're going to start running some lines. So if I do 200 high, I'm going to need at least one piece that high and then two pieces that width. So is the width long enough to do the depth? By 2. 600. So if I make that 300, will this fit inside 300? The feet will just, it needs to be a little bit more. So we will need 3 pieces at 200. We'll work it out. The Sharpie marks all inside all of these boxes in here. There's our 200 mark. Okay. Now let's hope we trust the Bunnings measurement when they, or the Bunnings angle when they cut this. Okay. She looks pretty square from both sides. Right. Okay, let's see if stuff fits. Occurs to me now I'm going to have to find a way to strap things down. This is a pipe that goes up to the back to a jerry can. We might not be using that anymore, but that gives us a good point to stop things at. These are going to go okay like that. That'll be good. So we have 2 of those. Now, it would be prudent to have some access through the back so I can run a cable through there. So we might recycle these bits as rear parts, which will be fine. And then we can put our top on. Just going to go like that. And, oh behold, it fits just underneath that. That's perfect. Now I have a bunch of corner brackets because I have like a gajillion of these in the shed. I might use some of those because while I would like to go direct into the corners, unless I want to spend the time pre-drilling, that can be a problem. I'll see if the short screws I've got will do the job. Alright, so upon further inspection, the corner brackets I've got and the abundance of Robertson screws I have, chipboard screws, are too long. They're going to hang out the side. I can't spare myself the act of pre-drilling, so what I'm going to do, I tried pre-drilling through here and it's starting to split, so too close to the end. We're going to pre-drill like so. And then I'm going to use a very gentle driver, a little Bosch here. This is a freebie. That looks like that's going to work, and they're going to sit fairly flush.
20 minutes later.
Alright, so 20 minutes later, we have a box that our fridge can sit on. And it's got a hole in the back. A little bit, that's fairly good now that we've got the back in as the reinforcements. But what we're going to do, we're going to screw this down. Now obviously when you drive around your fridge moves, and I have sawdust on the lenses, so obviously when you drive around your fridge is going to want to move places. We will have to strap it down. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. I might have to go to the adult shop and find something to strap things down. but I could paint this box, but I do find with MDF when you paint it, it ends up looking worse off once it's been scuffed a bit. This is one of these temporary things that's going to turn permanent. Alright. Fridge indeed fits. Right, I'll have to find a strap to put over it to hold it down. Or the drain plug in the bottom, I might be able to put a screw through that. Although what I want to do with the drain plug is actually drill a hole through the bottom here and put a pipe in so I can have a little catch bucket under here and drain it out, which would be a lot easier. Take our deburring tool, take our sharp edges off, and we'll run across it with a bit of sandpaper in a bit. That's nice. What this does is allows access to that vent in the corner there, which previously was a problem. So when you shut the back door, this vent's covered and the vent on the other side is covered, and so there's not really enough room for air to come in and out. So in this situation, when I have the door shut, there's still two vents open. I can probably add a fan on that side to induct a bit of air through at some point too. But this helps us sort things out. So now I need to go and figure out how we're going to strap it down. Only problem I've got now is my wife's eye level's about here. My eye level's about here, so I can open and look in the top. My missus is going to be looking right at the brass monkey logo here, so she will probably have to climb up to look in the fridge now. I guess first world problems, you've got to go up a few steps to access the fridge. Better than the fridge not working at all, I guess. I don't know, it's a rock and a hard place. A couple of screws in there to stop things moving. Two in here, I won't do too many. If it rips them screws out and this off, I've got bigger problems. I have had an incident where I did that once and it caused havoc in here. So I'm out with permission on some property to test the drone, and I hit an unexpected speed bump. My boiling vessels bounced and crushed the rear cabinets and flipped the bin upside down and the fridge. And yeah, it's going to be a long day. Anyway, I come up with an idea. I was going to get a strap to go over the top, much like the boiling vessel that this is sitting on. The boiling vessel, we don't need to open the lid so often. This we do. So I figured if I just drill a hole through the handhold here, piece of lock wire and go down, it can stay in place, and we can still, I can do it both ends, and we can still open the lid at that point in time. For now that'll work, and it'll save me, because we're in between payday, it'll save me having to go down to Bunnings, get distracted and spend thousands of dollars. So we're just going to go straight through the top here, and I'll get my Leatherman out. We'll make a few adjustments and we'll drill a couple of holes here and we'll anchor it down. Hopefully it all stays together. Right, now I may whack some heat shrink over this because this is the access way where we get in and out a lot. But that works, it's holding it on quite firmly. I've done a loop and tucked this back through the hole so we don't have a pointy bit sticking out. Okay, it's on, it's mounted, and we have a drain hole that I need to clean up a little bit and put a pipe in. The drain hole's drilled. It's not going anywhere on this, like it might shuffle a little bit, but what I'll do later is I'll put some little stops in here. I'll glue some stuff down. I might even 3D print some little corner bits or something. That'll stop it floating around. My landlord's dropping around, so I'm going to finish this up. That's what we did in the 6-wheel drive. So we can probably get a thumbnail from here, somewhere like that, and we can do this. Alright, so we couldn't avoid going to Bunnings, but we ended up with 3 more of these boxes, which if I did my maths right, these should all fit in here. That gives us a load more storage, and I do like these boxes. They're very easy to manage, and I don't have to open them to see where everything is in the boxes and the cells. So that's quite handy. So it won't be accessible whilst I've got the door shut. That's okay, but it does mean I can sort out the chaos that is in here as well. Yeah, I'm quite happy about this. And yes, I was quite right. The financial manager's eye line is right with the brass monkey here, but she tells me she couldn't see in there anyway in its current position, so not much has changed. We will have to change the sheets. I want the other sheets tore. That's like a king bed sheet. We've got wrapped around that at the moment. I've got a little bit of carpet to cut up and put on the floor. Probably not happening today. I've got a lot on. I've got a 360 camera which has arrived, but I missed the postie, so I have to go pick it up. And it's around about the same time that I've got people from the museum here to do a Zoom call about the air show, which you guys should see me at this weekend. And that depends whether I publish this video this weekend. With luck, I will do. So, see you all at the air show.